Welcome to Crypto Marketing Pro. My name is Collins Zeno, and today I'm going to be talking about three things a job takes away from you. Many people they've got a job for a very long period of time and they do not really understand what is doing for them and what is doing against them. Now, I want to first say this: having a job is not a crime, it is important, but you need to plan with the job you are having. Because if you fail to plan, the job is going to deal with you what in the future. It's going to deal with you in the future. So I want to pay attention, but so that in this short video you'll be able to learn the three things a job can do to someone, so that you will make your decision rightly, so that you will be able to make your decision for your future. Nobody will help you to do that. Nobody will help you to do that. So let us go on. What are the three things that a job can take away from you? What are the things that a job can take away from you? The very first one is your time. Many of you've worked from a job to a job and from a job to a job, and you continue to lose your time. You do not plan. When you have a job, you will agree with me that what your boss decides the time you resume duty. And if you don't have time, you've lost a lot of things. Okay, take for example, you go for an interview and your boss employs you and tells you resume duty by 8 o'clock. Look, you have no right to resume by 9 o'clock unless you want to be sacked. You have no right to come to work by 8:30 unless you want to be sacked. Most boss, they might say, okay, if you come late, we're going to deduct from your salary. Now, you are working for your paycheck, and yet if you come late, you have to deduct from it. Your time is not in the hands of your boss the day you get employed. So your job takes away your time. And you know what? Life is time. If you lose time, you lose life. Many people, they've worked for a job for 35 good years, only for them to, after working, they could not see a result for all they have done. Now, you won't blame them that was because they didn't save. No, it's because they did not maximize their time. Now, same with you today. If you are having a job, you need to plan, because if you do not plan, your job is going to put you in jeopardy in the future. It takes away your time. You won't be able to have time with your kids. You won't be able to have time with your family. You won't be able to have time to do the things you want to do by yourself or for yourself. Why? Because your time has been taken. Your boss can decide that you resume by 8 o'clock and close by 4 o'clock. If you want the job, you have to stay. If you want the job, you have to keep to time. That is one thing that what your job can take away from you, your time. And time is very precious. Time is more valuable than money. You wake up very early in the morning only to take your bath and rush away from the home without even seeing your kids in the morning. Now, I've met a lot of persons that they grew up without experiencing their father's love. Why? Because their father is always from one job to another, trying to meet up with work. Now you look at you yourself. Is the present job you are doing taking away your time? Is it limiting you from getting some certain things? Is it limiting you from doing some certain things? Is it limiting you from your family? Is it limiting you from your friends? Is it limiting you from doing things that will benefit you in the future? Look, if you don't use your time very well in the future, when you retire, then you will know what has happened. I've known people who after working for 35 good years, they have nothing to show for it. Why? Because they did not use their time effectively. So you should look at yourself and understand that if you are not careful with what you are doing now, if you are not planning with the job you have now, when you stop, when you retire, there will be a lot of problems. So have a job, but plan. Because why? You need time. You need your time. You need your time. You need your time. You can't do your own business. Why? Because you don't have the time. So you have to start planning on how you could mind your own business and so that your time will be maximized for you. Because when you retire, you've already mind someone's business. You've done somebody's business for him. You're off. Put that in mind. Your job takes away your time. And one other thing is your choice. Your choice. When you have a job, your choice is taken away from you. Your choice is taken away from you. Many people think they are the one making the decisions. I will tell you something. When you have a job, When you have a job, look at what will happen. Your job, your boss will tell you when you're resuming duty, you should dress corporate. Now, most people they don't like dressing what on suits like that, but based on the fact that what they now have a job, they will have to comply to the demands of the job. You have to comply to the demands of the job. Okay, many people they say they like their colors you might be like what you might love. There my colors you might hate. Let me use this example. The place I've worked before, because I myself have worked at a job before I later stopped up. The place I worked before, my boss was telling us, he said what as from the next time you all will be putting up uniform, in the sense that on the Monday you put on this what particular color of your what material, on Tuesday you put on this particular color of material. Now tell me, what if I don't like that color? Let me not use myself. There's a lady there, she said I don't like red, but she have to put on red, not because you don't like it, not because you will like it, but because your boss have said so. It is not your choice to gain anymore. And you also know that what it is, what the kind of job you are doing that will determine what the kind of things you do, the kind of clothes you buy. It's not you determine what them. Now your boss is paying you what a very little amount of money. It is from there you'll be able to meet what what your child school fees. You'll be able to meet up what your the kind of place you will stay, the kind of home you rent, and all of that. So that choice is decided by your boss. Why? Because it pays you, and it is by what it pays you, you earn more on your paycheck. That's what you'll be able to live your life. That is why many people can't send their children to good schools. They can't eat good food. They can't buy what they want to buy, because if they buy what they want to buy, the money they are expecting will be shortened, and if it is shortened, they are in jeopardy. You getting it? So a job also take away your choice, because what you are not stuck with your boss's decision. Is what your boss says, what he likes, that's what you ought to do. Please come to the office with pink. Don't put this on this kind of hairstyle. Don't do this. And I will after pay your salary. It is not your own decision to say what okay, I have to go and rent a house. If you go and rent a place that is higher than what your boss is paying you, you are on your own. So your boss has automatically decided, made that choice for you on the kind of house you will stay, on the kind of clothes you put on the kind of what schools your children will go to. And like I said, having a job is not a crime, but you need to have good plans in place, because your job is taking three things from you that what are very important in life. Imagine you no longer have choice. Imagine you no longer have choice. Then what will that lead to? That brings me to my number 3 point. When you no longer have choice, it's like you are a slave. Freedom. Your job also takes away your freedom. Your job also takes away your freedom. You know, like look at the picture you see now. You know, I didn't go to work today. I don't think I will go tomorrow. You see, many people they feel tired sometimes and they don't want to go to work. But you will have to go to work, not because you decide not to, but because it is necessary and compulsory. It is a must for you to be at your work. It is not for you to decide, unless your boss give you a day off. You got to be there. So you've lost your freedom. You can't go where you want to go at any time you want, because why? Your boss is in control. You wake up in the morning, you feel so tired, you can't go to work. You have to get up, put all your clothes, and have to go to work. It's nobody's what business. All your boss is concerned about is that you resume duty, because it's paying you for it. Now you become a paid slave. You become what, a working class slave. Who is a slave? You know, when you don't love what you are doing, it's just like people are compelling you to do it, then you are a slave. You need to love what you are doing. You need to do it from your own heart. So you need to understand this thing, that it is up to you. If you have a job, you need to plan to mind a business. That is to say, you need to also have a business you are working at part time, so that with time you get to quit off your job and focus on your business. Because if you don't do that in the future, you will realize how much time you've wasted. Your job cannot take off your future. It's only going to take off your now. It is your business that will take off your future. Have you ever seen someone after retirement sits at home waiting for money to come, waiting for pension fund? What if it never comes? And you know, sometimes these pension funds are being delayed. So it is up to you. to start up something, because if you are relying only on your job, you are what putting your life at risk. You should either start what a business or start an investment what platform. I'm not talking about what is pension what platforms. No, your job takes away your freedom and you become a slave. And when you are a slave, what's the need? A working class slave, a paid slave. So you should what look to get the best out of life. You should look to get the best out of life. Good, you have a job. As you are working at a job on a daily basis, pick out the time. A man made a statement. He said, in the morning I work at my job, and in the night I work at my business. Many of you don't have business plans. Many of you don't have what a plan for your future. Your business is your future. You need to plan a business, a home-based business probably, or to start with a company, whichever one. But it is, you got to what start planning. Many people say, I can't do it, it's difficult. It is costly for you to stay at a job for 35 years and retire and have nothing. Better what? You what start the stress and what start a business. It might not be opening a company, it might be working with what a company that what assist what in what building a business like this, network marketing platforms and any others. You can invest your money, become an investor. Remember, there are 4 classes of people. We have the employee, and the employee, they have a job. We have the self-employed. The self-employed, they own the job. They are the owner of the job. Those 2 classes, when what they are retired, they've gotten to a certain stage in life, the job can't work for them. Why? Because they are the one working at the job. And when you can no longer work there, what is the benefit? So we're talking about starting a business and not a job. If what you are doing requires you to be there at all times, then you're having a job. You need to have a business. You need to have a business. Now we have the business minded, but what the business class. Those are people who have big companies that even if they are not there, the business will run. Like Microsoft, Dangote company, and so on and so on. Those who what the PSN, depending on whichever company you love to go into. The major thing is you should not be the one running it. As long as you are the one running it, it is a job. It is a job. Now you need to start a business where you get people involved. And what the last is what the investors. You can become an investor. You see, I run a home-based business and I'm also an investor. Not because I hate jobs. No, because I'm looking at the future. You need to start looking at your future, because why? You will lose your time if you don't. You lose your choice if you don't, and you lose your freedom. Only for you to get to a certain stage in life and you say you didn't get the best out of life. You know, many people want to regret the decision they never made, not the ones they made. So you should now start thinking to make a decision based on this information I've given to you. A job can take these 3 things from you, and if these 3 things are lacking in your life is going to be a mess in the future. It may not be now, but it may be in the future. So start working at a business, probably a home-based business or one investment platform, just for your future. Because if you stick only to your job, when your job goes away, what are you? Stop being a high-class paying job employee. If you are the fact that you are being paid does not mean you are enjoying everything in life. It's just an indication that you are being controlled by money. Don't be a slave to money, but rather, while you are working at a job, find out a way to start up your own business, so that with time you can quit up that thing that takes away those 3 things from you and focus on your business. To be sincere, since I quitted my job, I have all the time, got all the time I wanted. Can sleep, wake up anytime, do whatsoever I do. I plan my life. Same with what those men who are out there who have their businesses. They can sleep anytime, do whatever they want to do. It's up to them. They're happy. And remember, if you cannot control the things that are happening to you, you can never be happy. And if you do not have time, your choice and the freedom, you cannot control those things. That is to say, you can never be happy when you are not in charge of your time, your choice, and of freedom. Think about this. Once again, thank you for joining us at Crypto Marketing Pro, and my name is Colin Cezino. Again, see you next time. God bless you.